KGW.
So we back with Real Shop Talk. We got Desiree in the building. I like doing that. But gave it a hat, your fave barber gear. If you want your own gear, go check out www.yourfavebarbers.com to make an appointment with all of our excellent barbers. And there'll be a link in the description. And we just had a talk. And I started this conversation first about cursing. We was telling her limited profanity, and she had a problem with it. So, why do you think you have a problem with profanity and not using it as often?
I don't think I have an issue with profanity. Am I supposed to be looking at you?
It don't matter.
It don't matter.
Okay, cool. I don't think I have an issue with profanity. I just feel like curse words are man-made. So, like, how I can say dog, I can say shit because I put the emphasis on that word. I put the meaning on that word.
Yeah, but words have different meanings.
Yeah, they do.
Would you say that in front of your pastor?
But I say it in front of my parents.
Pastor.
And I don't.
In church.
I don't go to church, so that would be a whole nother conversation.
What about in the library then?
Yeah, because I'm me. I'm authentically me. So the only person I feel like I have to serve or make myself, to humble myself, to step out of who I am as a real person, is to be who God called me to be. So I wouldn't curse in prayer out of respect, but I'm not finna, if I'm in the middle of prayer and I say shit, I'm not gonna stop my prayer and just like start over, because if I say shit, God gonna hear me say it. If I'm praying, if I'm not praying, like, you gotta be who you are 100% of the time. So
it's still though, like, I get what you're saying and being yourself and this and that, but those words are still kind of excused from the human language as bad words. Mm-hmm. So if you was to meet the Pope, and you might not believe in the Catholic religion, but if you met the Pope, it's still a certain way you got to carry yourself.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't say go to the Pope and like, man, F this, I'm dope to meet you. You be like, no, it's great to meet you. Looking for, like, you know what I'm saying? It's an honor.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying, like, I get what you're saying about the curse words, but at the end of the day, those words are still like kind of barred to the side of the human language. In the English, not human, English language.
So let me ask you a question. Do you feel like you will guard what you say because of who you around, or do you feel like you will guard what you say because you got self-respect? Is it really a?
I think it's more of what I say, how I say it, depending on who I'm around, and like, cause I think future tense. So like, I don't know, like, I'm the type of person where I may not speak my mind. Well, I'm gonna speak my mind, but I may say it a different way because I feel like sometimes they might bite me in the future. I'm just talking about professionally wise, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, I can say something to somebody on the street or something, you know, just something crazy. I can speak my mind and say whatever I want to say every cuss word. And that man might end up being the person interviewing me for my next job. You see what I'm saying? I just think about stuff like that. Because in my head, I always tell people all the time, somebody's always watching or listening, no matter where you at, no matter where you are. So if you don't want to hear nobody say somebody say something to you about what you got to say, don't say it. So that's why I like, most time I say stuff, I mean what I say. Like, well, I ain't know most times, all the time. I mean what I say and I say what I mean, and I ain't going to like really take it back for what I say because I meant it. You know what I'm saying? You know, I might apologize for hurting your feelings or whatever, but I meant what I said. You know what I'm saying? I try to staying true to what I say. I'm not going to just say something because I don't mean it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm not going to I feel like I'm wasting my breath, and I don't like to waste my time.
Yeah, but to more answer the question, it's about who you're around.
Yeah.
If I'm kicking it with the guys, we watching a football game, like, you know, I let a few off, more than a few off. But I've started becoming more conscientious of what and how I talk. I've cut profanity kind of out my language more and more, especially the main F, B, and those kind of words. Because the more harsher curse words, because I don't want to be in the future talking and get into a conversation with people and then slip out. Because I didn't got engaged. So that shouldn't be part of my language. I shouldn't have to worry about that slipping out. I can just erase it.
The social media thing now, so like you post something in 2009 and then it came back to bite you
exactly
whenever
like Kevin Hart
like most famous people at this point.
Right.
You posted something ignorant and before you were famous, before you had a platform, and then some troll on the internet go and pull it up, so, even though you've grown.
How y'all feel about that? Because I know it happened to Kevin Hart. It happened to a lot of celebrities. It happened to the director of Guardians of the Galaxy. Like, he had some tweets like a long time ago.
I just feel like
somebody dug him out, and now he can't even direct the next movie.
Man,
so like,
I just feel like the gay community can't take a joke. If black people can take a slavery joke, you can take a gay joke. Like, it ain't nothing wrong. Like, I ain't got nothing against gay people, but if you can make a joke about me being a slave, I can make a joke about you being a gay, about being gay. I'm not saying you're a bad person, but if you can jank me for being a slave, my ancestors for being a slave, make the black jokes, I can make a gay joke.
Do you get offended when people make slavery jokes?
Not if a friend doesn't know.
But a random person, do you get offended?
I don't know them.
It depends on the context.
I don't see. I'm the type of person where you can meet me and you can be playing with me, but if I don't know you like that, I don't play with you like that. Like, they could be like, I always tell folks when I was, coming up in the world, I'm a grown old man now, but like, if girls want to find like a way to flirt with me, like talking all crazy with an attitude and stuff, I ain't really felt that because I don't know you like that. Don't play with me like that. I don't know you, even though you may not mean any harm. I feel like you have to learn, you have to respect and like get to know me before you even play with me like that.
But he a comedian. Like, he makes jokes.
Oh, you talking about Kevin Hart?
I'm talking about Kevin Hart. Like, he makes jokes.
He apologized for it already, so I fully support Kevin Hart's stance on it because he's like, I'm not finna keep apologizing for something. It's like me telling you, hey Glenn, remember what you did to me in high school? You gonna be like, hey bro, look, I said what I said. I apologize for what I said. I ain't say nothing else like that no more. Why you keep bringing it up?
So he can go on stage, make white jokes, make black jokes, make a gay joke. Oh, we off limits over here, homeboy.
Oh, what happened with Chris Rock? Because I look at Chris Rock differently now. You know what I'm saying? Because that interview came out where it was like, I don't know what, C.K. Lewis and somebody else. They
Louis
using,
C.K.
Yeah, thank you. I had that all backwards.
I think it was Seinfeld. You talking about when he said the N-word?
Yeah, because Seinfeld was like, I don't think you should say that.
That was Kramer, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Kramer snapped on stage.
I don't like that.
Yeah, Kramer that went too far.
Like
Kramer had a breakdown on stage though.
Now you doing all this stuff.
Jokes. That wasn't jokes.
That ain't funny.
That was hate.
You know what I'm saying?
That wasn't jokes though.
So you feel okay? So y'all know Family Guy now don't tell gay jokes no more. Like it's off limits. They take it all out the script. I feel like that's what made Family Guy what it was. Is that you kind of watch that show to be offended. You watch it.
You gonna get offended if
everybody
get it.
Like they had white jokes, they had black jokes, they had fat jokes, disability jokes, like everything. It was no off limits, and you just was like, this show really should be on the app, but it's hilarious, so I'm gonna rock with it. And now, out of all of the things that they have said, now you just can't make gay jokes. But you've been making racist jokes. You've been making jokes about people with disabilities for years, and now we just can't talk about gay people. Like,
that's my point. The gay community are the only people that can't be joked on. Like, we can be joked on. White people can be joked on. Latinos can be joked on. Fat people can be joked on. But the gay community is like, oh, not over here, homeboy. You can't. We ain't going. No jokes over here.
Do you think that's a stance of like that gay people really get together and organize and they fight they advocate for themselves. They fight for their rights. We don't really know. Black people don't really know how to get on one accord. White people got the privilege. So what do they need to get on one accord for? People with disabilities, no one's really advocating for them either. It's just like we kind of throw them to the wayside. But gay people, they really be coming together and marching and standing for what they want and doing all this stuff to change laws. Like they really be working together. And it's just fed up with it. Progressive.
They just fed up. Cause it been so much hate toward the gay community.
I guess
they actually banded together. So now when we tell a joke, it's like, oh, we ain't starting that again.
Yeah.
We're gonna get you. Like that's it. But it been so much hate toward their way that now it's like, look, we just off limits completely. And I'm not saying
I guess people don't want to even get touched. You don't want to touch.
Yeah,
not these days.
I'm not saying nothing like I won't even make a gay joke.
Yeah.
I'm not. It's like it's such a touchy topic.
Yeah.
Like, cause you don't want to make a gay joke. You're like, oh, so you homophobic?
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
If I can make a white joke, I can make a gay joke.
Yeah.
So, but that topic is so.
Well, in these days, you really have to be, if you're on a certain platform.
Yeah.
Like, you really have to watch what you say. Like, they'll take some of what you say and take out of context, and like, now you the worst person in America, you know what I'm saying, or the world. So like, just certain stuff I would just stay away from. But Kevin, that didn't happen to Kevin Hart. That was back. See, it's different now. When he said that joke, it wasn't like it is now.
Yeah.
Even though it's only 8-10 years. It was still a major difference. Like, he could say that back then. I'd be like, bro, you crazy. You say it now, bro, what's wrong with you?
Yep.
We ain't supporting you no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't like it.
Man, it ain't right. Cause I think they can take a joke like I can take a joke.
And it's not like he didn't apologize for it. Like, he already apologized. He's like, I'm not finna keep apologizing for something I already apologized.
So why he gotta apologize, but Bill Burr don't have to apologize for making all the black jokes he made?
Yeah.
About we a better athlete because of quick twitch muscle. Like, take the joke. They comedians. Take the joke, roll with it, and laugh or don't laugh. Like, it's point blank simple, but look, that moves on to the next topic. So we be on Shade Room and homophobic black teens or young adults. I don't need it wasn't young adults.
Man,
I don't need that negative energy in my life.
And heck no, we don't. Heck no.
Have y'all talked about R. Kelly yet?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, do your stance though.
That mean you ain't watched the podcast.
I didn't.
It's okay.
I'm out.
Take your head back, bro.
No, I'm out.
Oh, please don't. What had I done?
But go ahead. What's your stance on R. Kelly?
I just feel like R. Kelly, his whole team need to go to jail. The parents need to be investigated, and the girls need to get help. But right now, we're just in a place where everybody trying to shift the blame because nobody wants to.
You take it.
Nobody wants to blame R. Kelly. Everybody want to keep rocking with his music.
I think the biggest thing about it is like we knew this about Robert. Robert, this is like nothing new. You know what I'm saying?
Do this first though. You said delete his music, right? So give me your iPhone.
Oh, yeah.
Like give it up completely. Stop using it.
Why would I do that?
Because Apple have been accused of a lot of crimes overseas.
Okay.
And people commit suicide and killing themselves.
That's
so if
true.
you gonna play that blame game like that, you need to get all your stuff back.
I would, and that's come to the argument of separating the art from the artist, right? So do you do that? Do you really delete the music because he's just a horrible person and he's done all these horrible things? But that would be the case. Like, you got Chris Brown. Well, we had situations where we've separated the art from the artist, and you got I know, and then you got other artists where we've separated the art from the artist. But in R. Kelly case, this nigga was making music. Can I say nigga?
Yeah, go ahead.
This nigga was making music about the things that he was doing. So his art is a part of his predatoriness. Like his art is a part of his pedophilia.
I mean, it's kind of sick now because like when you think about it, like, dang, he was talking about a little girl.
He's standing in the background.
And I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, I seen this one scene from the Cosby Show, and he was talking about his secret sauce. I ain't gonna lie to you, I love Bill Cosby. But when he was talking about that joke about secret sauce, I'm sorry, I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. He kind of said that because he was like, my secret sauce. After you take it, you know, you're going to find the person you love, the person you want, and, you know, magic happen and stuff. And I'm like...
that was the most...
I mean, I know, but...
Why are you going to Bill Cosby?
I mean, I'm just saying, when you think about it, bro, because I'm growing up thinking, oh, man, he ain't mean nothing by it. But then when somebody say to me, like, I'm not saying that's what he meant. When somebody secret sauce, be like... I don't know.
But we have fact that this is what R. Kelly meant. Like, you're standing in the background of Aaliyah's cover of Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, looking like a creep. When she was way younger than you.
Who about Jay-Z and Dame Dash then?
I don't talk about Jay-Z, bro.
We're not going to talk about Jay-Z because
we're
talking about
Jay-Z, Dame Dash.
R. Kelly right
all
now.
of them did it. We praise you Hefner for doing it. You've been kicking with little girls and Playboy since I don't know when. We don't attack our black stars though.
But see, this is one of them situations where this isn't a black or white issue.
It really is.
It's not.
You didn't bring up Harvey Weinstein name.
It's not, but we're not talking about him right now.
Why didn't you bring his name up first?
If you let me explain.
Go ahead.
What we do is
I wouldn't bring his name up.
You won't let me answer the question.
Yeah, I already did though. I'm saying that's why she didn't bring it up first. Because it's hot.
When we have conversations like this, and you bring up something that a black person do, and then you say, but what about what the white man did? All of them need to go to jail. All of them need to go to jail. Every single one of them. Harvey Weinstein, all of them need to serve for the punishments that they
OJ did it.
OJ did it.
Kill nobody say.
I don't know that. He was not guilty.
Man, OJ did it.
Bro, I don't care nobody.
If this man wrote a book and said, if I did it.
What? R. Kelly made a 19-minute song called I Admit.
I'm not going, I'm talking about OJ. All I know is they found him not guilty. I wasn't a lawyer. I wasn't old enough to know what's going on. I know when the other trials be going on, people get found not guilty. We leave it at that. He was not guilty, so he's not guilty in my eyes.
No.
Court found him not guilty.
That don't mean he ain't do it. That just mean they ain't have enough evidence support to say.
So pretty much you don't go around blaming everybody then.
No, I'm just saying, just because I got proven not guilty in court don't mean I didn't do it.
So if I go to court right now for some
that you did.
For some,
I'ma still you did.
How do you know I did if I got found not guilty?
No. I'm saying, but people like sometimes in court. Okay, so what about George Zimmerman though? What do you feel like? He got found not guilty for killing Trayvon Martin.
He did kill Trayvon Martin though.
But he got found not guilty. So we gonna.
But no, he got found not guilty according to a stand your ground law, and we all know it was wrong. But I was alive and of age to know what was going on. When you weren't old enough to know what's going on,
I read.
You weren't old enough to know what's going on. You weren't living in that time then.
That don't mean we can't understand what's going on. I mean, it was a race rise around that time.
What made OJ guilty then? So how you know he was guilty?
Killing her? What?
All the evidence.
So y'all saw it?
Did you see it?
No, that's why I said he's not guilty.
So you didn't see it. So if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound?
The court said not guilty.
That's the same thing.
So we just gonna let it ride. We just gonna let it ride.
So you gonna say he didn't do it?
The thing about the black community that we don't really ever want to talk about is we want to make excuses and say everybody attacking. Hold on, we're saying everybody attacking us. Why they gotta do black man like this? Why they gotta do black man like this? Real love, real progress is holding somebody accountable. We got facts that R. Kelly is a creep. These women are actually speaking out.
Don't put that on me.
Time out.
Put that on me.
I know.
OJ.
Okay, let's go back.
OJ.
Let's go back to OJ.
I never said
Let's go back to OJ. We don't ever want to hold people accountable.
I ain't hold them accountable.
Okay, look. We don't talk about Michael Jackson.
If we really holding the courts accountable, think about this long history of the courts letting black people down. Think about it. I'm not holding down. I'm not.
So you saying that OJ didn't do it because the courtroom said he didn't?
This is my one point.
I got you.
All I'm saying is, if I go to court for something and I get found not guilty, I don't want y'all coming in my space saying Glenn did it.
Okay.
I get what you're saying. Okay.
The court system,
we let it go.
Found me not guilty.
So let's flip that. What about all the black men and women who are in jail on non-criminal marijuana charges, and half of them say they didn't do it? I know people who done got drugs planted in their car, who I know for a fact did not have drugs on them. I know it.
See, you talking about a whole separate issue.
You putting your faith in the court system. That's
what I'm saying. A whole separate issue.
So what you saying is, if a man or woman is saying they got proven in the court of law that they weren't guilty, leave them alone. Like, don't bother it no more. Don't touch it.
Not guilty. Yeah. Don't go in the privacy of your home. You want to have a debate. Cool. Don't go in the public jail. OJ did it. OJ did it. OJ did it.
We talking about
the court found him not guilty.
Okay, the court can find him not guilty, but my opinion.
So don't bash me for going with the court.
I'm not bashing you. I'm just saying.
And don't put me in that category. Also,
you bashing this because
I'm saying because we both know how I'm bashing you.
You know what I'm saying? You was like, so y'all, he was proven not guilty. How you say he did it? He did it.
You didn't see him. You talking facts.
I read the evidence. I read sometimes.
So I read you smarter than the judges, the lawyers, and all people that were there. They had the right.
At that time, think about it. One of the main reasons why O.J. Simpson got off at that time was because think about Rodney King. It was a race war. It's race riots all the time. They did not want that to happen again because everybody know if they would have said O.J. was guilty, all hell would have been. Why did
the cops go so far to plant evidence and do all this if he was straight up innocent? I mean, straight up guilty. You wouldn't need to do all that if he was guilty. And it was too sloppy. It was too sloppy.
It was sloppy on the what's that?
Killer that sloppy.
What's the prosecution side? It was sloppy. They were on this stuff.
Glove too small.
The prosecution was sloppy. I invite you to watch the OJ case. It's on Netflix.
I watched it already. I love it.
It's great.
I watched
all I'm saying is,
he did.
All I'm saying is, in my opinion, he did.
There you go.
That's my opinion.
Don't talk fact.
He did it.
Don't be like OJ did it. OJ no.
Oh, well, you know we speaking opinion. All the stuff is opinion. Ain't no factual opinion. It's all opinion.
All the drug trials you mean, the court system letting black men down. Most of those black men had marijuana or something on them. I just think the punishment was too harsh for the crime.
Yeah.
Now you gotta go back and thank your president Bill Clinton for that. Him and his buddies. They put that into law. But yeah, those guys did have marijuana, but the punishment was way too harsh for the crime.
Right.
But we should just let it go because that's what the court decided.
No.
Why?
No.
So okay.
In my opinion, no.
Speaking of marijuana.
Well, we just decided that's what the court decided.
Speaking of marijuana.
No, hold on a minute. Let finish that now. Yeah, that's different.
I'm asking.
Yeah.
I'm asking if we're gonna let the courts just decide and be cool with whatever the courts decide. Let's have that same energy.
But no, I'm saying the courts decided they were guilty, and they were guilty, but the punishment was too harsh.
I got allergies.
We talking about a verdict.
People who weren't guilty.
We gotta
sitting in jail who weren't not guilty.
That's back to my point. To make real change, we have to get into politics so we can change these laws that are coming against us. Because those people did the crime now.
OJ did it.
Those people did the crime. They had the marijuana on them, but the punishment was too harsh.
It's too
excessive. They did the crime now, but the only way we can make that change, build wealth, or get into politics to change those laws. That's the only way.
You right. I agree.
Speaking of marijuana,
how do you all feel about the legalization?
I don't smoke.
I don't smoke either, but I'm saying I ain't gonna judge nobody if they do smoke. If you are partaking, a little marijuana, that's fine. I mean, as long as you can do what you gotta do.
I think if you can legalize alcohol, what is known to damage the liver, you can smoke cigarettes, which has on the pack pretty much to sum it up, this will kill you. I think you better smoke marijuana, which is a natural substance.
I think it's more because the government really can't make money off of it.
Can't tax it. That's it. That's all that it is. It's too free.
They starting for though.
We done figured out a way to make it too free. Moonshine. We done figured out a way to make it too free.
Yes, I think that's all it is, bro.
And to be honest, when you think about the history of marijuana, let's go back. You think about the history of marijuana. It wasn't even called marijuana at first. They start calling it marijuana to criminalize the Hispanics who brought it over, right?
I'm learning something new. Go ahead and talk.
So they brought it.
I ain't read this.
They start calling it marijuana, and then when they realized who was using it, you got to think you have a group of people of color who are using it as a recreational drug. When they figured out who was using it, they was like, let's make it. Was it a Class A drug? Class 1, Class A drug? It's listed as one of the worst drugs. It's up there with cocaine and methamphetamine. I know weed. I know weed and cocaine shouldn't even be in the same sentence. You know what I'm saying? It just should not be in the same sentence. But because systemically, our government has always tried to oppress people of color and things that they indulged in, now we got the marijuana being illegal. Now we got issues where we can't tax it because who was bringing it over here? People of color. Everything in our government that really affect the things that we talk about all boil down to the government systemically marginalize our people, period.
I'm with you on that. I don't know the background of marijuana like that though. But
what that mean when you just said?
Systemically marginalized?
What that mean?
Through the system of the government that they created, you have marginalized our people. You put us in one category. You've limited us to just this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Man, I just scratch my head on that. But look, marijuana is kind of catching a ride right now. It's becoming legal in more states, and they're making a push. I think even Mike Tyson is starting the Tyson Ranch, based on marijuana in California. So it's kind of getting to that point now where we have more black politicians, so we're changing more laws, we're making more push. So you know what I'm saying? That's the only way we may change. Back to my original point.
Yeah.
If you were a politician, would you be Republican, Independent, or Democratic? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to answer.
I'm independent now. I'm not on the Republican side or Democratic side. If I go to an election right now, and the Republican has more of my views,
you gonna vote for that person?
I'm gonna vote for the Republican.
Same.
I understand that.
I'm not a Democrat or Republican. If you look at a Democrat, I think I ain't gonna start to say this, but if you want to be real, the Democrats are doing so much to harm black people. They are making us lazy. They give us handout after handout after handout instead of making us get up and go to work. You shouldn't be a young
black. You know people don't
at,
abuse the system though.
Huh?
You know folks abuse the system all
But
the time.
But the laws are put there so they can abuse the system.
But then you got to go back to systemic racism.
That's it.
You go back to it.
That's it.
You keep saying they keep giving us handout after handout after handout. How else we gonna get it? You got a group of people who you are a product of your environment. You grow up in the projects. Your education system trash. Your transportation trash. The foods that you can eat trash. Now your mind, your body, your soul, everything that you're emitting, this energy that you're emitting is trash. The only way you know how to get it is to hustle. Now you ended up in jail. Now we got mass incarceration. And that's the end product. We want to talk about mass incarceration a lot, but that's the end product of the things that I just talked about. You got to have the education. You got to have the tools. You got to have the transportation. If you don't have that and the government telling you, yeah, I get that you don't have that, but here, let me help you out. You're going to take every crumb you can get. And because you don't have any options.
So what you saying that people are abusing it. So like if I do this for them, you know, they're gonna be like, well, I'm gonna take advantage of this opportunity. I ain't gotta work. If they don't give me money, I ain't gotta work.
I can't argue with your point because a lot of people need it. And it's actually more white than blacks on welfare. But at the same time, that is dumb out society so far down that we won't get up. It's so many. You saying all this about we go up in this environment and this and that, but how about those black guys, 23 years old, that know better, speak better, they know, and they still won't do better because I can get a check at the beginning of the month, I can smoke, I can stay for free, and I'm kicking it. What about those guys? Because a lot of folks need welfare and food stamps. They need it, and nothing wrong with it. But what about people my age that are perfectly healthy and able to work and not working?
They're abusing the system too, though.
It can always be limitations on it. I think like it's our civic
That's my point.
duty. I think it's our civic duty as people, as a citizen of this country. If I'm making money and I know somebody now, I don't mind paying them extra taxes. I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna help somebody out. That's what we here for. We all here to serve each other.
Glenn said if he make all his money, he don't want to pay more than anybody.
And that's Glenn's opinion.
Hold me. Don't put words in my mouth. Say it again. Though.
She talking about if you make more money, you know, you shouldn't really mind giving more back.
I agree with that. But I said that earlier though. That was my point. I said, look, if you make the most, you should pay extra taxes.
But
I didn't agree in Bernie Sanders.
Like don't hurt me.
Don't. I know it was one thing Democrats were saying at one time. I think even Bernie Sanders said this. If you make over $50 million, the government should be. If you make over $15 million, the government should be able to tax you as much as they want to on every dollar over that, up to like 90%.
No,
So just because I got up and I had a vision, I didn't get taxed harder. My vision couldn't have worked. So people always go to these jobs and be like, man, the CEO making this kind of money. He took that risk you wouldn't take.
Yeah,
but hold on, one second. If that CEO loses out, his life pretty much in ruins, lost it all. On the other hand, you got 15 years of work experience that can transfer over to something else, and you still get your retirement and you cash out. They're taking a much bigger risk than you willing to take.
And I think a lot of people, man, I know because I didn't know till my roommate educated me about certain stuff. So it's mainly the people who don't. It's always tax write-offs too. You know what I'm saying? So it's mainly people who don't give back to nothing. They give taxed more than most. You know, a lot of people who are wealthy, not rich, because you know, wealthy is a long thing. They know the system. They know, oh, I'm gonna get this for a tax write-off. I'm gonna donate this amount of money because they're gonna give me a percentage off my money too. I think more. The taxes work. I feel like it should work to combat that. So like if you make $50 million in 1 year, right, and you ain't give nothing back, that's your money, right? But I still feel like
still getting taxed.
I mean, you still gonna tax. I mean, I know that, but I'm saying, but I feel like you gonna get taxed more because you ain't give nothing back.
If you can plan like that, you should make that change and get into politics or build real wealth to kick back and you can make law changes.
I feel like politics.
It's the only way.
Something
it's the only way to make that change. How you want to make it. It's the only way to make that change, bro.
Yeah. I mean, because I don't want to just knock somebody because, like you said, you know, I grinded harder than you. We got the same hours, same minutes, the same day. I just worked a little bit harder and now I got rewarded. So why you trying to knock me? I understand that completely, bro.
I think it's a difference between knocking somebody and then expecting somebody to perform a civic duty.
Yeah.
It's our responsibility.
I mean, I think it's like
to
the
take care
excessive
of each
tax.
other. Yeah, excessive tax. I completely agree with you. You're not finna knock me off just because I'm out here working hard. I'm grinding. I get up every single day to make my vision a reality. Don't punish me for that. But also because you're making your vision a reality, like you said, it's people out there who really need that help. It's people out here who are not able-bodied, who probably do got kids and they can't afford to take care of them. And that sucks. But what's it hurting you if you're making $50 million a year? What's it hurting you to give some of that back? And so now they able to feed their kids. Now they able to do all this stuff. What's that really hurting?
I think we all in agreement on this. I'm in agreement on that.
I think yeah, we all.
I just say that not excessive.
Yeah.
That's my
I
only
agree
point.
about that.
Not
Yeah,
excessive.
because I don't want somebody to sit here and be like, man, I busted my butt this year, bro. I brought in $100 million, and then you get an email. I mean, you get a letter being like, well, we taxing you 50%. So you telling me I worked this hard, I'm only gonna bring half of what I made, even though we do that anyway.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
I feel like the president don't make enough money at the end of the day. Make $400,000 a year. And why I say that is, if you're making $400,000 a year, you can be bought. You can be bought. I still can't figure out how these presidents come into office and leave out filthy rich. You cannot filthy rich, but they leave out rich.
So that's their platform too.
We only pay you $400 a year.
That's their platform. Like now,
when
you say their name, you gonna get like they can go anywhere and get paid this amount.
By who?
Speaking engagement.
People, yeah. If you want to bring Obama to something simple.
My point. By who? Who paying them?
People who got it.
The high school can't pay them $5 million to speak.
The people who got it. But he not coming though.
Who got it?
The rich people.
So who own the politician then?
And
I'm talking about out of office. I'm talking about out of office. I'm talking about out of office.
Before.
I'm talking about out of office. I mean that too, but you know they're gonna donate to their campaign.
All them same, bro.
I mean they're gonna donate to their campaign.
All the presidents came up, they got the bag.
Yeah.
We ain't paying them. We can't pay them. Who paying them?
Yeah.
The rich, the bankers, the top 1%.
Yeah.
So who are they gonna serve?
Off topic, since we're talking about taxes, y'all think that these strippers that be having these premium Snapchats, y'all think they should have to pay taxes for that? Like people paying them on their Snapchat?
If that's their main income, I'm getting taxed for going to work 8 to 5.
Yeah.
Because you popping it for pimp on camera don't mean you ain't got to get taxed either.
You just
I
be
want
taxed.
me. They getting them. I want me too. I mean, no offense to people like that.
If they shouldn't be taxed,
I need me.
If they shouldn't be taxed, don't tax me for my haircuts. Don't tax me.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree.
I don't get it.
You don't get it? I pay taxes.
He pay taxes.
Oh yeah.
For
I gotta pay taxes.
Yeah.
People like, well, you can lie.
The service is good service.
Well, if I lie my taxes, I knock my Social Security at the end and my retirement.
Yeah.
So I have to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't get by.
Yeah.
You're like, well, you're like a drug dealer. No, I'm not. Actually, I pay taxes at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Now I can lie, but in the end it'll harm me.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to get loans from a bank. I wouldn't be able to get Social Security in retirement. So at the end of the day, the government gonna get theirs.
Yeah.
Like so you want to pay us? Bet you gonna give you a loan.
Yeah, I feel like this. You can't do that
too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, some folks, you know, girls, and I'm not gonna. I will say though, if a girl is pretty or she got a nice body or whatever, she can have the world. She can have the world. You know what I'm saying? Like people, like you said, that 1% they got it. If they see something they like, they gonna pay for it. They can have the world. You know what I'm saying? So if you gonna, like I said, pop it for pimp.
So y'all think money buy happiness?
No.
You don't?
No.
And I'm gonna tell you why. When we was in South Africa, they ain't had nothing. Nothing. My students didn't have nothing. Happiest kids I've never seen in my life.
Yeah, bro. I mean, money, like, it can buy you what you want. And you might be happy because, I got it. But at the end of the day, are you still happy about that purchase you made 5 years ago that you spent over? I'm not saying you spent, does it still make you happy to this day? I mean, you know, you got to.
Yeah, bro. You said, go ahead. I'm talking.
I'm saying, like, are you still, like, are you still going to be as happy as you were?
New levels, new devils.
I don't think you can. I mean, it can bring.
That's just fact.
Okay, if that was the case, then what about this little lady who committed suicide? She was rich. Was Kate Spade's name?
Kate Spade, yeah.
Yeah, filthy rich. If these folks so happy, then why? You know what I'm saying?
Man, it can buy happiness to a certain extent.
Mac Miller.
I mean, to a certain extent, but you not
depressed.
Man, he bought the wrong drugs.
He was depressed before that. Way before that, depressed.
He did buy the wrong drugs. He ended up getting fentanyl in his pills.
He did.
Yeah, he got bought the wrong drug.
His drug dealer laced him. End up dead. Sucks.
Yep.
But before that, he was battling depression. Most of his music is about his battle with his mental health issues. A lot of these people's music is battles with mental health issues. And they got money. New Levels, New Devil. Future. Perfect example. Future.
Before we get into
mental
health, look, I'm going to be real with you. I done had some crappy days. And I knew if I had about 200 racks and I go to the Ferrari store and get in that Ferrari, I think that's probably the happiest I would have been in my life.
Okay, so what about, you can't do that every time you sad?
I don't think I would be happier than that moment. I had that Ferrari.
Okay.
I can imagine myself in traffic.
So,
you know the smile on my face?
How long you had that smile? You can't sleep with it.
Cars depreciate.
I can't sleep in it.
They depreciate.
I mean, you can't sleep with it. Like, it ain't gonna hold you at night.
And that's an opinion you have.
Well, I'm saying though, is that car gonna bring you? If that car make you that happy, buy that car.
Yeah, and then if I start getting like a little sad again,
you buy another one.
I buy a helicopter.
Okay.
Well, I'm telling you.
So what if you bought all the stuff and you still unhappy?
Money can buy happiness. Y'all can look crazy all y'all.
No, I'm saying I agree with you to a certain extent. It can.
What I tell
that's
you,
the Band-Aid effect, bro.
I'd rather be sad.
That's the Band-Aid effect.
I'd rather be sad and rich than happy and broke.
Nah, bro.
Sad.
Like
No. Let me rephrase it. How happy you gonna be when you in the house and your lights cut off, your kid asking for bread?
You not happy.
How you gonna be happy and broke then?
And think about how happy you gonna be when you buying your kids Jags and Beamers and they coming home and they done ruined them every week and now they got a drug addiction because you got all this money. See, you ain't gonna be happy then either.
Money, just because you have money don't mean you're gonna have drug issues and mental health issues.
Because you broke don't mean you gonna be sad.
Okay, but if money brought you happiness, right? Okay,
bruh,
it's like a drug.
Hold on one second. I've never seen a happy homeless man.
I can't talk today. You said what now?
I've never seen a happy homeless man.
Man, you don't see them dance on the side of the street?
Bruh, they dance for money.
But they still happy.
They dance for money.
Man, let me tell you something.
You can say what you want. I don't think it's no fun.
It's a Band-Aid effect,
bro. Times Square Bridge, kicking it.
You said what now?
I don't think it's fun, bro. Being homeless under the Times Square Bridge.
I mean, yeah, it's not fun. I mean, that's not what we're gonna do for a vacation. Let's just go sleep under a bridge. I'm saying it's a Band-Aid effect, bro.
But I know people who got dumb money who are unhappy, and I know people who are middle class who live paycheck to paycheck, but because they got true genuine love around them, they straight.
Okay, think about it, bro. Because the reason why they keep buying stuff because they're not happy.
The number one reason for divorce in America, look the stats up. The number one reason for divorce in America is money problems.
I believe it. Okay, but what you got to think about Amazon? He finna divorce his wife. He got all the money. What's the problem with that?
Like when he like knocking his best friend's wife off.
Okay,
seem pretty happy to me.
Ready for that. I'm sorry.
He do seem pretty happy. Who said R. Kelly wasn't happy?
He was happy.
Huh?
He was too happy. That's the
problem. He was happy.
Okay. He seems like a tortured kid.
I'm just saying I hate.
But he had problems.
I'm not gonna say hate. I don't like when people try to just say just because you get money you gonna have all these issues.
No, I mean more money, more problems. I'm saying I feel like money can't. Everybody different, bro. Everybody different, bro. Just like you may like this more than I like it. And that's fine. If that makes you happy, that's perfectly fine with me. To me, if I buy some, I got this little buyer's high.
Temporary happiness.
It's a Band-Aid, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because every time you get sad, you buy some, you be happy for a little bit, but is it really going to fix the internal problem? But that don't work for everybody.
I do think you're in a better position to find true happiness when you can afford to pay that light bill at the end of the month.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It makes it easier to stress off you. I understand that.
I think it's a whole lot harder to find true happiness with your lover when we trying to figure out every night, like, man, that house note coming up. What bill we gonna skip?
I can't be broken married.
Because you're not supposed to be. It's not gonna work. I mean, it works, but
hold on a minute.
I can't be broken.
Y'all the same two people that were just saying true happiness.
No, you say if I had a crappy day, I'm gonna get my Ferrari. I'm wrong.
My point. Y'all just saying about.
I know.
You talking about you went from buying a Ferrari to paying a bill. A light bill and a Ferrari, two different price tags.
Of course, I'm gonna be happy when I can provide my necessities. You gotta have lights. You ain't got lights. You ain't got electricity. It's cold as hell outside.
So back to my point. Then I'd rather be sad and rich than happy and broke. Cause that your happy gonna leave when you and your lover trying to find out what bill we gonna skip this month. You pay the house note. You know what? We don't need lights that much. We can get candles.
But what that got to do with the Ferrari?
That was what I'm saying. I think I hadn't had an issue in my life yet that a Ferrari wouldn't fix.
No, hold on.
That's so personal and so selfish.
Yeah, I was saying that's selfish. That's different. People go through different.
I'm speaking in my standpoint.
And that makes it selfish.
How is that selfish about me?
Because that's you. That's what selfish means. Filled with self. Your opinion was filled with self,
bro.
I think you have a negative connotation of selfish. I didn't mean it in a negative way, but your opinion was filled with your self-opinion. That's selfish.
I said me.
At the end of the day,
in my happiness.
At the end of the day, OJ did it. Okay,
maybe
let's not forget that.
And R. Kelly needs to go to jail.
I think if more people were selfish and toward themselves, it'd be a happier world.
How?
So many people walking around.
I think that's where we go wrong.
Look, so many people walking around right now. They don't want to do this. They don't want to do that because somebody else think. I'm gonna be a little selfish with my time and my energy. That's all I'm saying.
Nah, you can say that.
That's what I'm saying.
Since you explained that, yeah, that makes
just because just because Desiree on like this, I be like, man, you know what? I ain't gonna do that.
No.
Then I'm going home a little sadder. I'm gonna be a little selfish. You know what? This is how I feel. This is what I like. So I'm being selfish toward myself.
You buy that Ferrari, bro.
If I buy that Ferrari, the smile on my face will be like none other.
I mean, like, yeah, you're right though, because I buy me a new camera, I be smiling too.
My point, you might buy you some shoes. You're like, man, I feel great today. Don't bash me for saying you can buy some to get temporary happiness.
It's a Band-Aid, bro.
It is a Band-Aid.
But is that really happiness though?
I'm in a,
yeah. Is it really happiness though? I ain't gonna say that's like drugs.
Say what now?
I ain't gonna go that far and say
it's like drugs, bro. Like once you get that high, you'll never get that high again. So you chase that high. So once you happy in life, you feel like I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna be happy again. But at the end of the day, it's gonna fade away.
But then when people say stuff like that back on marijuana, when people say stuff like that, I don't know nobody out here smoking weed chasing their first high. Because your first high experience don't really be that good. So I don't know anybody out here really chasing that first high.
Talking about some real.
I know a bunch of folks
talking about booger shit.
I know a bunch of folks that say
we talking about
weed.
We talking about that doggone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the rest of it.
A lot of folks say that weed is a beginner drug.
It's a gateway drug.
I ain't never tried nothing else.
But it's a gateway drug.
But you speaking selfish though.
I don't know.
Gateway drug.
I don't know anyone who's done weed and tried something else.
I know a bunch of people.
I know a lot of folks.
I don't.
One walking around Livingston, Lawson.
Okay.
Look at the turn he took for the worst. He started with weed. You can ask all the classmates from around here and everything. He started out with weed.
Because folks chasing that high. I'm telling you. Now everybody different, but I'm telling you that's what happened.
People have addictive spirits.
Maybe we all do.
I mean,
everybody addicted to something. Everybody has an addiction.
Yeah, it's the truth.
Everybody got their vice. Everybody got something that they fall weakness to. So I just don't think that one is better than the other. If your weakness is your Ferrari, go do it. I'm gonna smoke me a blunt.
Who said that's a weakness though? Cause I want that Ferrari.
Look, you buy that Ferrari, man. You gonna be happy you buy that Ferrari, okay? I want to see that smile on the face like you had on Snapchat today. Cause that boy.
Hey, bro. People always look down when you say, I'm trying to get to the bag, or I want the money, this and that.
Because they limit themselves.
It ain't even, I'm telling you, I just know you in a better position to find true happiness if you're not worried about your light bill getting paid at the end of the month.
Whatever makes you happy, do it.
I don't think you're going to be too happy with your lover worrying about how I'm going to pay this next bill.
Agreed.
That's all I'm saying.
That's
all I'm saying. Also, you got to be rich. Oh, you ain't gotta be super poor, but I think you're in a better position to find true happiness when you got, you know what I'm saying, income coming in.
Yeah, I think whatever makes you happy, do it. You know,
I think money can buy happiness.
I mean, if that's what buys you happiness, then you know, buy your happiness, buy your.
Everybody different.
Mm-hmm. You know, but I just feel like sometimes
and money could buy happiness, cause then okay. Okay, because then you got the argument. Now you're in a position to do what you want to do, which will make you happy. If I had all the money in the world, I could travel everywhere. That'll make me happy.
Oh, so I guess Glenn
that's right.
I mean, everything we say is opinion, man. Except OJ did it. That's factual information. I just want y'all to know that. I'm sorry. You talking about opinions?
Guess I would.
I'm gonna go back to you talking to yourself.
You gonna say you was right like 50 times?
I got to.
Talking to yourself.
Oh, okay.
I got to. I just
cocaine.
That's the person I am. That's my addictive spirit to being right.
To being right.
To going so hard to everybody else see that I'm also right.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something. I had to tell somebody. I had to do it myself. Sometimes you have to take a self-reevaluation of your life, and something you're not always gonna be right.
Never. You right.
You know, but
if I can be right majority of the time.
What's your need to be right come from? At what point did you feel like
Glenn said he can do anything?
Right?
My debatable spirit.
That's not answering my question. At what point did you feel like you had to prove something to somebody?
Do you feel superior?
No.
Do you feel superior? You feel smarter or whatever?
Yeah, do you feel better than?
Real talk. It's all those sides. I just like conversation. It ain't even about being right. I just like conversation.
You like sparking.
I like talking. I like talking to people. Like all those sides. I like talking to people. Yeah. I don't like, even in my chair, I talk. Like I don't like being quiet and cutting hair. Like if it ends, it like in most conversation gets good for real when you're debating.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? So that's why I like debating. It's not about being right. I like conversation. Especially intellectual conversation.
So it's not about
and people actually thinking about what they're saying. Now at the end of the day, when we debate, I do like being right. At the end of the day, but I love the conversation. I love the conversation.
Keep going. We good. Okay. All right. Well, Glenn, you like to be right. Desiree?
I just say what the hell I just say what I got to say.
So,
in the Ferrari?
I'll tell you what, since we talking around, what do you want to talk about? Next. OJ did it! Okay. I've been thinking about I've been thinking about transitioning, but I just don't know where to.
I mean, you just let the conversation flow, you know.
I'm letting it flow. You kept going away.
Okay. So how you feel about artists not wanting to do the Super Bowl?
Oh, I don't agree with it for real. I think black people taking the bigger stand than Colin Kaepernick is. I can't tell you the last statement he even made.
I don't
think he want to be in the NFL.
So would you down somebody because they declined Super Bowl?
I'm not gonna down somebody for providing for their family at the end of the day. Nope.
You know what? Me and my brother had this conversation the other day. If my brother went to the NFL, I'm still gonna go support my brother.
Yeah, of course.
At the end of the day,
provide for his family.
Even though I don't watch football, even though you'll never catch me sitting here subscribing to a game because of how I feel about it, I'm gonna go support my brother. So I can't really fault nobody who continuously go collect their check. Go collect your check by any means, because you might be the primary breadwinner of your family. Your whole family might be relying on that check. I can't say that. But what I can say is, we just had a conversation about black people not knowing how to come together and stand on one accord. Mm-hmm. You just said the gay people be getting stuff done, right? Mm-hmm. We could get that same stuff done if we would just get on one page and say, if we're not doing this, we're not doing it. We always got somebody famous who feel like they're going to be so powerful and say, well, I'm going to do it anyway. And then guess what? Now you done effed up the whole movement and everybody around you like, well we might as well just go ahead and do it.
How many lives has the NFL changed? How many guys in the NFL can make $700,000 for being a bench player for 16 games?
You being bought.
How many lives have you changed? And we so quick to defend Kaepernick. What has he said or done that we can really get behind? Go ahead.
He's giving
besides
back
him taking the knee.
What did he say? He took a knee.
Besides
he wouldn't even talk, bro.
He's giving back millions. He's implemented programs to let young black kids know their rights whenever they get around police. It's not just him saying, I'm gonna take a knee. He's built a whole platform.
And then
platform.
And then signed with Nike.
A whole platform.
And then signed with Nike.
I mean,
Nike's one of the biggest donors to the GOP there is.
I mean, you got to get the bag, like you said,
bro. You got to get your money.
Bro, so
they gave him a platform. They gave him a platform
Kaepernick
to say
doesn't
stuff.
want to be in the NFL.
They gave him a platform to say what he had to say.
What he said?
They gave him a platform to say, y'all are treating black people unfairly. Y'all are giving, it's unjust. And I don't want to stand for that. I'm not going to represent, and I'm not going to stand for a flag. I'm not going to stand for an allegiance. I'm not going to do none of that.
I feel all that.
Until y'all want to say, y'all, we out here singing home of the brave, land of the free, but y'all shooting us every day. I'm not doing it no more.
Why not? So why not keep getting that check so he can really change the world then?
He did.
But he did. Ain't you having a conversation about
I'm having a conversation
for
a man that doesn't talk. He doesn't even talk.
He did his job.
He doesn't even say anything. And
so what about, because somebody pull up like what he doing, like stats, because like if he doing something, because he may not have to talk. Actions speak louder than words.
He has a whole program.
I'm just saying, I don't know. I'm saying I don't know for myself. That's what I was saying. I can't really speak on it. That's why I'll just be like, I don't know.
What hasn't he said that you want him to say?
Even the issue he picked isn't our main issue. Our main issue is the lack of education from middle school to high school.
But see,
how you gonna change if we're not even educated to change?
So then that goes back. Okay, first of all, he does have an education program to educate people on certain things. That's one.
No. Middle school, high school education.
Two, I just think.
Keep talking, y'all. Somebody just bring it to me.
Two, I done lost my train of thought.
You talking about the programs that Kaepernick got?
Two, back to that. Two, I think that we have a really hard time getting on one accord, and also when somebody decides to speak out, instead of saying it's other things that we can talk about, now you've negated that issue. We still gotta talk about that issue, but you've put more value on something else. That don't mean that his topic ain't got no value. We still need to talk about that.
If you want me to follow you,
he don't have to speak publicly. He just spoke to Travis Scott.
To me, he does. If you want to get out here and you want me to get out here and follow you, I need to hear you say something.
So let's say he has like programs set in place, right? Yeah. He's actually making a difference by his actions, but since he's not saying that,
he won't even interview. I want to hear what your head is. You can't twist your words.
He said what he said.
If you want to go out and talk on a podcast or YouTube video, you can go out and talk, and you can't twist your word.
Well, maybe
it's not false.
Maybe he's taking the stance like, y'all not finna make money off my words, so I'm gonna use my platform doing something else.
How you making money off his words? He's on his own podcast.
What he said. And
what else he gotta say?
What else does he have to say?
Maybe he's that person where I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you.
What does he have to say?
What do you say?
What does he have to say? What does he have to say?
I'm
not.
You said he made a statement. You said he made a statement.
I didn't say he made a statement. I said he made a statement by using action.
What did you say?
Is that factual information?
Mike Pence compares Trump to Martin Luther King. Donald Trump wants to ban Muslims in the United States.
Martin Luther King? King? What? Trump? Hey, cut it off. We done, bro.
Mike Pence, a spiritist on CBS News, Face the Nation on Sunday.
Martin Luther King? My guy?
Hold on a minute. Listen to this. Okay, on CBS News Sunday, Mike Pence with a straight face compared Trump to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.,
cocaine, hell of a
whose birthday will be celebrated on Monday, a national holiday. Pence was attempting to sell Trump's dead-on arrival proposal for border security and to reopen the federal government, which has been shut down in the late month. He talked about a humanitarian and security crisis at the border, which didn't seem to be much of a crisis until Democrats took control of the House. And somehow in Pence's brain, or in the brain of whoever convinced him that this ridiculous stunt was a good idea, the spreading of fear and xenophobic paranoia about immigrants seeking a better life relates to the life's work of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Folks, the gaslighting has now reached interstellar dimensions. I think it's an act of statesmanship on the president's part to say, here's what I'm for. Wow.
I just think that the bigger topic of anything that has to do with the president is, why did you be lying?
No, bro. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. We cannot sit here and act like it's okay. Now, I don't care white, black, Latina. I don't care what it is. You don't compare someone to that nature to a great man like Martin Luther King Jr. It's not okay. I won't stand for it. I'm sorry. I put my foot down. It's not all right. I don't endorse that.
I just don't think anybody should be compared I don't think anybody should be compared on platforms like that, especially when you know the climate that Trump got. You knew that wasn't the okay thing to say. At this point, I think that his whole administration just be saying things to spark these conversations. And guess what? I don't have time for it.
Interesting fact, because I did something at church today about Martin Luther King Jr. Did y'all know that he almost got assassinated? Well, it was an assassination attempt 10 years before he died by a black woman. Stabbed him. Did y'all know that? I didn't know that either.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that his mother. You know that? Yeah, I didn't know that either. I read about it. You knew that? I didn't know that. I didn't know that his mother got assassinated either in 1974.
I knew that.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that he tried to commit suicide at the age of 12. I didn't know that either. Yep. And
what you been on Black History Month? Huh? The lad. How old are you?
I didn't know. I mean, I probably knew about it, but I didn't know about him getting a black lady killing him or trying to kill him in 1958. And I also, I kind of knew, I kind of didn't. I don't want to say I did, but when he died, the autopsy revealed that he had the heart of a 60-year-old. He only died when he was 39 years old.
Stress. But I think black people, we don't. I think black people, we don't have a leader like MLK anymore. They'll take them controversial stands and actually lead us. And some of his stands I didn't agree with. But
he ain't said nothing according to him.
Come on, man, don't do that. But okay, back to my point. Man, I'll get to it in a minute. MLK did so much, man. How many people you know will die for their people or their cause?
I'll do it.
We talk about Trump. I'm not gonna get into that, but we talking about Colin Kaepernick to MLK.
I'm not kidding. I'm not saying that.
Let me finish my point. Let me finish my point, because I said we don't have a leader like MLK anymore, and John came out and said
you're not gonna get another MLK, bro.
So what I'm saying is
you're not gonna get another MLK.
Kaepernick won't even stand on the front lines.
You talking about?
No, I'm letting my point out. Kaepernick won't even stand on the front lines and say what he got to say. He did. Martin Luther King beat this drum every single day.
And Kaepernick
he set up marches. He set up marches. Kaepernick still has a stage and will not talk. Nike would not sign a person who will be controversial.
But
they will not sign nobody. LeBron is not controversial.
I mean,
LeBron James is saying the mass majority agrees with. LeBron James is saying nothing that's controversial. LeBron James preaches equality, and he preaches we all are equal. Well, equality is the same thing. That's what he preaches. That's what he stands on. Martin Luther King said we are equal. When a time we couldn't drink out the same water fountain. Colin Kaepernick saying nothing that's controversial. Neither is LeBron James. The mass majority agrees with both of them. Martin Luther King didn't get an endorsement deal.
No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Name one thing Colin Kaepernick stands on or LeBron James stands on that is controversial, that the mass majority does not agree with.
I'm not going to stand for the national anthem. It's super controversial because people now saying you're not American. You are going against everything that is American. You this, you that, and he's being punished. But you got to think. Hold on. We let you talk. You got to think that back then when Martin Luther King was saying that stuff, you know it was people who sounded just like you saying, I can't believe he's finna go walk across that bridge thinking that's gonna change something. But guess what? He did it anyway. Colin Kaepernick ain't gotta talk for you. He did what he did. He said what he said.
What is Kaepernick doing to advance black people?
What are you doing?
Like MLK did. No. Why does everybody when they lose in the debate always say,
what are you doing?
What are you doing? No. We talking about MLK and Colin Kaepernick.
They're not the same people.
They're actually talking about Trump and MLK.
No, wait, I'm not.
Kaepernick and MLK are not the same people. Like,
but
not by far. But you said that we don't have any leaders who stand up for anything. Kaepernick lost it all.
He doing pretty doggone good in my eyes.
I mean, now, but at the time he wasn't.
Well, so you think Oh,
so he said he did nothing.
You think a company that backed the GOP as heavily as Nike did would sign Colin Kaepernick if he was that controversial?
Was he not though?
Was he not?
Colin Kaepernick was not that controversial like y'all want to make it seem to be.
Okay, name the last thing. Name the last thing.
He wasn't.
Name the last thing besides Colin Kaepernick that was controversial that somebody
what
did.
MLK did advance black people.
You not
after that. Ain't nothing.
Name somebody before Kaepernick.
Name
somebody before Kaepernick did something controversial like Kaepernick did. Name it.
Chris Jackson did it. He got banned from the NBA for it.
Okay.
Sharif, how you say Raheem?
They talking enough for you?
Say what?
They talking enough? They said enough for you? Like they
you not see y'all missing my main point.
You said
it ain't about talking. When you out in front of the main stage and you advancing black people, how MLK did, you don't get endorsement deals. You don't get a shoe.
You want to get in there.
But you do what MLK did, you get assassination attempts.
You want to get in there.
When you say you want to get in death threats, he was getting death threats. You get assassination attempts.
Okay.
You have a red beam on your head.
Okay, well then we're going to take your argument how you said that you want to lie. But it's two different towns right there. It's two different towns right there.
What MLK stood for was equality when we didn't use the same water fountain. What MLK stood for was financial equality, the right to vote.
Okay, so what the Captain?
Look what he stood for.
He also was saying we're human. At the end of the day, he also was saying we're human. Respect us as such.
But you can't compare that.
We're human. Respect us as such.
You can't compare those leaders like you did it. You the one
that
did it.
You said we don't have any black leaders.
We don't. We don't have a real black leader, bruh. Nobody ain't beating that. When you a black leader, bruh, and you real deal standing up for black people, you do not get an endorsement deal from Nike.
So you feel like he didn't do anything. He didn't want to.
I didn't say that. I said when you standing up for black people and you making real statements and real progress and you calling folks out,
okay.
Nike doesn't sign you.
Okay,
bro.
so your biggest thing is that he got signed by Nike. So what were you saying before then?
Yeah.
What about before the endorsement? What were you saying before?
Bro, I still kept saying, bro, Kaepernick wasn't how y'all say he was, bro. He wasn't that black leader y'all thought he was.
So why did he kneel? For attention?
He kneel for police brutality, bro. We want to be covered by the police. Okay. More white people get killed by the police than black people.
Numbers game, bro. That's a numbers game, bro.
That was not his point. Let me
keep going, though.
That wasn't his point.
Why you cutting me off? Why you cutting me off?
You've been cutting me off.
I know, but look. More white people get killed, but in percentages-wise, population-wise, black people percentages are higher.
That's what I'm saying. It's a numbers game.
But what has he done and really stood on that made black people advance?
Police brutality.
What marches he did?
I mean, I don't know.
Do we have to march now?
What man said you need to march? We just finished saying the gay community march so much, we scared to even make a joke about them. You can go social media.
Do we really have to walk down the street if I got the internet and I can reach masses? What I got to walk down the street for?
You need
now I'm only reaching my community.
You need that physical presence to be heard.
That's opinion.
You can say you want it, bro. You need me bashing on the social media is way different than 1,000 plus how that barbershop was signed.
This is true. But
the physical presence is way bigger than a digital presence.
So from my step before the camera died, before we end it, when you were talking to me earlier, I took it as if you saying Kaepernick wasn't doing enough because he wasn't speaking out. So you saying his actions wasn't enough for you?
His actions weren't enough to really advance black people how we need to be advanced. We need a leader right now like MLK to come out and say, look, mass incarceration, wrong.
Shaun King.
You can name all the different people, but you ain't naming nobody.
Shaun King.
You ain't naming nobody that's out here in the front lines, bro.
Shaun King.
Yeah.
You ain't naming nobody on the front lines like Martin Luther King did and unite so many black people that the president will invite them in.
Shaun King, let me tell you about the camera sitting down. Everybody should go follow Shaun King, first of all. Secondly, Shaun King is getting the masses. You know what the North Star is? Frederick Douglass had the newspaper, the first black newspaper. Yep. He has gotten permission from the Frederick Douglass family to restart that. A black-owned media company for us, our news, our newspaper, our media outlets, just for us, because we don't get that. So how you saying we ain't got people out here standing up? He getting death threats. He can't even post his family vacations because he has had people try to kill him and his family before. He's on that front line.
We don't have that leader.
You don't know.
We don't know.
Just say you don't know.
I don't know, that's a problem.
Or maybe
I don't know, that's a problem. I am educated on this stuff. If I don't know, it's a problem. He's not reaching everybody. He's not.
They're not gonna allow you. They're not gonna do everything.
So they're not allowing him to reach everybody, right?
So how
I'm
saying, listen. I said that, but look, the way it's gonna work.
Nobody. We don't have a black leader.
They're not gonna talk about it.
Bro, we don't have.
They're not gonna talk about it.
You gotta make them talk about it, like MLK did, putting a physical presence on the streets that you can't ignore.
So he didn't do that. He didn't do that.
Sean King didn't do that. No, bruh. If you make it. Martin Luther King made it so hard, bruh. Martin Luther King was so brilliant, we don't even understand.
You're not gonna get him in MLK, bro.
Martin Luther King was so intelligent, bruh, that he had these massive. He picked his fights. The media couldn't ignore him.
Also, you also have to realize that Martin Luther King was like the first of the time to do that. So it was new.
And the thing is, we had no choice but to stick together.
You can't ignore that. We got millions of people.
A lot of folks stood up, like Sean King stood up in MLK time. But MLK was so intelligent that he figured out, look, forget here. Let's all meet up here.
Sean King tried to do that now.
He tried to.
He's trying
to. He's not completing the task. That's why nobody is on the MLK level like Malcolm X. MLK, bruh, these guys are so intelligent. We don't know, bruh. We don't know. Like, bro, them guys are so intelligent, bruh.
You not gonna.
The times was different.
That's my point.
The
time was worse. You right. The time was worse.
You had no choice but to stick together.
It's free speech now. You got the media now. Bro, MLK, though I told you, bro, we don't have that black leader now, bro.
It was different too, man. It was different.
It was hard.
You say it's dark outside. We cannot go outside this time. That back in the day.
MLK still was outside marching.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna die. Oh, is it? We let it die. It's okay.
He was still outside marching. Still was outside, bro.
Okay, but that's
we also keep saying MLK. He had a group of people who banded with him. He had a staff.
And
a lot of stuff that you saying that
you didn't have a choice. Like you had to stick together. Back then, bro.
We don't have a choice now.
You do.
We don't have a choice, bro.
You do have a choice now.
If we don't band together now, bro, black people will fall further and further behind. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice.
Okay, so why you won't stand behind Colin Kaepernick if we're supposed to be banding together? What's so bad about his issue that you can't get behind?
Because he won't get out here.
He not doing what you think he's supposed to be doing. So you feel like you're not gonna stand behind him. That's the issue.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in this shop right now. Can anybody tell me the last time you saw Colin Kaepernick take a stand for anything besides the last Nike ad? Have anybody saw him lately? I missed him.
They actually just
I missed him. I'm sorry. I missed him. Travis Scott.
Because Travis Scott's performance.
Man, I don't give a damn about Travis Scott.
Come out. Let's talk Travis Scott. Travis Scott did the Super Bowl, but he told them, y'all got to match my donations to my fundraiser. So we do that.
What is money to a fundraiser when we tell people mass incarcerated, no education? What is a few dollars?
Well, you said you got to be a politician or you got to be wealthy. Then what you said.
My point. That's my point.
So what are we saying? What are we saying?
What I'm saying is, bro, we don't have a real black leader. You calling all these names and this and that. I can't tell you the.
So you saying we don't have a real black famous leader?
That's what you're saying.
That's basically what you're saying.
Not even. It comes down to fame also, bro. You got to build that fame.
But fame is subjective because Sean King really got millions of followers, famous people included, behind him that everybody kind of working towards his mission. He really out there doing the groundwork. You also got millions of other people, black people doing the groundwork. My sister included. She the director of diversity and inclusion for being a Jerry's Ice Cream Company. But you don't hear her name. You want me to tell you why you don't hear her name? Why you don't hear the millions of other people's name? It's because you got people like you, not trying to call you out. You got people like you who saying it just ain't enough. It just ain't enough. It's never gonna be enough until you decide to take what you got and work for what you gonna have.
But you still missing my main point.
You ain't listening.
When I am listening, you still missing my main point when I say we still don't have that black leader that can unify black people. You can call all the names you want to call, and when they don't,
are you willing to be unified?
I'm willing to be unified when we get that black leader that we can see and gonna lead us. You can call all the names you want to call. It's a lot of people out
here doing the groundwork. It's a lot of people out here doing the groundwork. It's a lot of people out here making change.
When MLK came, we had a lot of people doing the groundwork. We had Coretta Scott King doing the groundwork. We had not Coretta Scott. We had Rosa Parks doing the groundwork. Martin Luther King, he brought the Sean Kings in. He brought the Kaepernicks in. He brought them all in and united them. He united all of them. We don't have an MLK right now.
Because everybody was buying into it. Does that make sense to you?
We all bought into it because he was a real leader. You follow real leaders.
Because you purchased the dream that he sold you, and because we all purchased it at one time.
Because he was a real leader.
Now we all got a dream.
Because he was a real leader.
I mean,
you got a dream. Then again, you got a dream. I got a dream.
Who's saying Colin Kaepernick?
Groundwork. Colin Kaepernick. The last time I heard from him, he was signing the Nike deal.
Okay,
Sean King, I'm just hearing about him tonight. He can have all the million followers he wants. He's not uniting black people on one front.
Okay, but then
and making a physical presence.
But see, then again, we all had the majority of us black people back in the day had the same wants and needs. We wanted to vote.
Yeah, so
we wanted unity. You know what I'm saying? We wanted to be safe walking down the street. We wanted to see the same
wants and needs.
It ain't the same no more.
We had the same wants and needs now. You want mass incarceration to stop. You want a better education system. I want police killing to stop. We all got the same wants and needs. We just don't have somebody to unify us.
You gonna be that person?
Bro, that's not me. I'm realistic. You can get to a debate and be like, what you doing? What you doing?
I'm not saying
I'm not that guy.
I'm just saying
that can unite all black people.
Well, all I'm saying is don't discredit people who are busting their butt.
I never discredited them. See, that was y'all flipping it. I never discredited them. I said we don't have a leader like MLK that can unite black people. They're not discrediting them. They're saying we don't have a leader that can unite the Sean Kings, the Colin Kaepernicks. But when you doing real stuff like MLK did, Nike ain't hitting you up saying, hey, Cap, we want to sign you to a contract.
When am I gonna do that back in the day, bro?
Ain't no presidents calling Sean King to the White House. Hey, let's talk.
Who the president now? He's not gonna do that,
bro. Trump didn't call him in. Obama didn't call him in. George Bush didn't call them guys in because they weren't making that physical presence. MLK made it so hard for these white folks, bro. They had to call and respect them on the phone. He made it dead hard on them. We ain't riding y'all buses. We ain't doing this. They pockets were hit.
Our people we don't have the same unity like we used to, bro.
I'm walking off. That's what I've been saying the whole time. Yeah. We don't have black leaders to unify us.
We gotta want better. Everybody want the same thing.
Ain't no black leader gonna be Jesus.
We do want the same thing. MLK is not Jesus.
Everybody in this shop, we had the same ones, but you can't sit here and tell me the majority of our black people had the same ones that everything.
We all want our black people to stop being mass incarcerated. That's the number one topic. We all want our black people to get a better education. That's a mass topic. We all want our same black people and females to get equal pay. That's a mass topic.
All our people are not driven the same like we used to be about.
Bro, we weren't driven that way back then.
Yes,
we had a lot of black folks back then were talking against MLK. MLK was just able to assemble so many.
I'm telling you, bro.
Still black folks riding them buses, bro.
It's different times. You had no choice but to stay together.
Kaepernick ain't giving his life for black people. He ain't taking that red beam on his head for black people.
He took that
Sean King. At that time, he was death threats by letter. Martin Luther King had multiple attempts on his life, physical attempts, making public appearances.
Think about the climate of the country then.
Yeah, you
white folks was pulling up with guns anyway, because what were they going to do then?
They're going in there with a badge. It's the same.
Is that not
they're going in there with a badge? But I got why he's down the front lines then?
He is. He started a whole movement.
I wish I could get my phone.
Somebody can name the last appearance Kaepernick had on the front line.
Excuse me, can one of y'all please Google
They ain't doing it. They fired.
Y'all ain't find no platform.
He did a speech.
He did a speech last night?
No.
Bruh,
I seen him do a speech in October.
Kaepernick is not on the front line. Kaepernick at home telling his girlfriend that night, they gonna kill me. That's what MLK did to his wife. They gonna kill me, baby. We need to have this stuff in order. Shunvon Cole at home telling his girlfriend like, they gonna kill me, baby.
So they gonna kill me. They saying that?
They ain't saying that at home because they on the front lines.
You at home?
Who?
You at home with them? Because I think that's
they ain't on the front line. Well, bro, Shunvon Cole is not on the front line. Kaepernick on the front line, bro. They're not making a physical appearance.
This is what Shunvon King does. This is his life. This is everything to him. He literally sacrificed his life and his family to progress black people.
I didn't say she's not doing groundwork. Never said it.
He said he's not on the front line.
I said we did not have a real black leader that can unify everybody.
And because it's people like that who feel like, instead of me saying, let me find somebody to subject to, let me find somebody who mission I can find to push behind, let me do that. Instead of you doing that, instead of you saying, I ain't never really heard of Shunvon King, and maybe he is doing it, you gonna sit here and say Shunvon King ain't doing it.
He's not doing it. If he was doing it, you know what he would be? The same leader what Huey Newton was, dead in his bed with his girlfriend in the crib. MLK dead in the crib, dead in the hotel. That's what they would be.
Shunvon King talks very openly about the death.
They're talking openly. They ain't taking on them real issues. They're not hitting pockets.
I can't speak on that.
They're not hitting pockets. Until the oppressor pocket is hit and they're having a lack of funds, that's the only way you can make real change.
So you saying we don't have that leader to unify all of us for the
unify the Shunvon Kings, unify the Kaepernicks. No, we don't have that. They just Googled it for the last 45 minutes and can't find no Kaepernick.
You know what's crazy is that like when famous people like speak out, like Cardi B for example, or Rihanna or anybody, when they speak out, you know who they tagging? Shunvon King. They gonna ask how we get together and fix this. Shunvon King that won. And because you don't know about him, I'm gonna let you pass on it.
I wonder this right here. I wonder what black person, if you read or not, when MLK was alive, didn't know who MLK was. Because he made his presence felt. I just wonder if there were any black person in the world.
Let's rehab this conversation.
MLK was.
Who don't know who Colin Kaepernick is?
When MLK first started off, he was just a preacher. Ain't nobody know him. When he first started, ain't nobody know him. What he had to do, he had to build that momentum. But it was naysayers who kind of slowed that down. Instead of saying folks ain't doing it, why you just want to get behind and help him?
They're not unifying.
How many years did it take MLK to get to that stature?
How many years Shunvon King been in the game? Because y'all keep criticizing me for saying somebody ain't like MLK.
No. We not saying We said you said we don't have black leaders. First we don't have black leaders. We don't have real. Then you said we have folks who unify.
Look,
and then you said we ain't got nobody on the front line. We just gave you somebody for each one of them.
You can pick out all the little tic-tac debate points I made, but at the end of the day, my last statement is we do not have a real black leader that can unify all black people doing the groundwork. Rosa Parks was cool back in the day. She did groundwork. No, MLK did. Come over here. Let me talk to you. All his other disciples he had around his tree corner, the Shunvon King, the Colin Kaepernick. MLK did. Let me come talk to you. He brought everybody together. We don't have that.
I think we're putting a little too much.
The way he built that team. He built him.
Let's be very clear on that. Martin Luther King's team built him. He didn't build that team. They wrote them speeches. They planned them visits. He got to the White House because of them.
So you criticize a leader for building a team?
No.
That's not what I'm saying.
You saying because MLK bought a great speechwriter, or MLK bought a great strategist alone, he's not a great leader.
No.
Explain to me what I said.
I'm saying you putting all this emphasis on MLK, saying that it's just him. He had a team behind him that was pushing his mission. When he fell short, they were his strength.
But now,
You making my
point.
Are you gonna let me talk?
MLK.
I guess that's
no. MLK put those people together. Now go ahead. He put those people together. That made you a great leader.
Those people put him together.
What?
Those people put him together.
Come on, bro. You really believe that?
No.
MLK without his team.
MLK is that guy. I cannot go against my
Okay, then. So because he put together a great team, less of a man?
That didn't say
Not you.
I did not discredit his leadership. I said who he is because of his team. To your point, do we have somebody who has a team? I think Shaun King is that one. That's my opinion.
What black
But
person?
You keep saying we don't have an MLK.
We
also don't have a team building MLKs. MLK was only as good as his team was.
He built the team.
The team built him.
The team don't build you. You build a team. So who the team gonna follow is not a leader. Who the team gonna follow if you don't have a leader? I wait on that answer.
Phil Jackson wasn't Phil Jackson without Kobe. Period.
Kobe wasn't Kobe without Phil Jackson.
Hey, Kobe wasn't Kobe without Shaq.
That's my point.
Huh?
That's my point. And look, we don't have to agree, but the cameras are down. It was a great podcast, a great debate. But we'll let everybody get their last point in.
Yeah.
Jan go first, and we'll follow it around.
All right, my last point is.
Keep it short because the
I got
cameras are
you real
down.
short. OJ did it. Okay, Robert the Monster. We do have black leaders, but they do not have the support as everybody else like they did back in the day. And MLK is the greatest, and Trump is nowhere near Martin Luther King Jr. 06 to the good bros. I'm sorry.
Last point. Everybody should go follow Shaun King. Get behind a true leader, somebody out there doing the groundwork, somebody trying to educate you on the masses every single day. If you haven't subscribed to the Northern Star, I suggest that you do so. Educate yourself. It ain't nobody's responsibility to educate you, to get you on the matter, to speak for you. Educate yourself. You find leaders to submit to, and then you get behind the mission and unify.
Okay. My last point, I'm gonna keep banging my points across. They do their own time. Look.
You've been doing that.
So what? No, I'm just debating. What I'm saying is, once again,
drink my water.
Shaun King's a good person. Kaepernick is a good person, but we don't have a leader like MLK to unite those ground workers together. You can't criticize Martin Luther King for building a team and building a great leader. And this is the end of the Real Shop Talk, episode 3. Click the subscribe button, and we out.